In Court on TKO8 Television is brought to you by Campbell Bonding Company. Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
Newton County 1520, which is a theft and aggravated assault and other crimes. 15-14, possession of controlled substances. Burglary and terroristic threatening, and 14-44. Let's see, gentlemen, where do we stand on this? Everything be done, I guess, is a better question.
Your Honor, I see on the top of the files a fax, I'm assuming from our office to the Public Defender's office. It's a handwritten summary of the cases and a plea offer that would dispose of all of them.
Okay, is he going to accept a plea offer?
Yes, Your Honor.
When do you desire to do it? Present it, I should say.
Today is fine, Judge.
Okay, I don't know if can we get him transported? He's in Jasper.
We don't have anybody here from Newton County, do we?
Work on that
We will.
and see what we can do. We'll see if we can get you transported over. If not, we'll set another date to do it, Mr. Hampton, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Kaylee Mays, 15-54 or 64? 54. Possession of drug paraphernalia.
Yeah, I was going to say, Judge, if you want to call them while she's up here, she should have two other cases from Boone County. Excuse me.
What is? Which one is it? 71.
Do you want me to consider a drug court?
Well, I'm in Catalyst House right now.
I don't see it. Let me just see what.
I'm not considered drug court.
How long have you been over there since?
That's okay. Out of the Newton County case, 15-54. Let's see, she just appearing for a reappearance. We've issued a scheduling order. Is anything else to be done in that case?
No, sir, not today.
Okay. Is there anything to be done in her Boone County case?
No, Your Honor. She's in treatment.
Up at Omaha, is it? Or State? How's that going?
Really good. I like
Great. Good deal. Good deal. All right. Well, we'll just leave it as scheduled then.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Versus James Taylor, 15-53, aggravated assault. I guess we're here for a plea deadline to see if anything's been worked out.
I haven't received anything yet, but
Okay, you have not received an offer.
we're waiting for Mr. Is Mr. Brown coming?
think so.
We thought so, but
Okay, well, I'll tell you what, would you stick around with us and I'll recall your case?
yes, sir.
All right, we'll do that. Rachel Clayton, 15-181, battery and permitting the abuse of a minor. Good morning. Let's see, is this just a plea deadline, or is there a plea to be had in this case?
Not today, Your Honor, and this is a case where the state is still trying to finish obtaining all the medical records.
Okay.
We believe we have it down to one hospital plus a follow-up exam from the second hospital, but we need to get discovery complete before we can
Very well.
discuss pleading.
Thank you, ma'am. There's nothing we can do in your case today. Thank you.
Bail situation.
1635, Stephen Collins, burglary and theft. 1676, similar charges. 1687, theft and forgery. Good morning. He's just for a reappearance in 1687. 1676, similar. We've sent out scheduling orders, or Uni has anyway, in all these cases, so
Your Honor, I do have discovery and plea offers to present to Mr. Bunch.
okay.
Has that extra copy, but I don't see it.
In 1635, it was scheduled for a pretrial if necessary. At this time, is that necessary?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Mr. Collin, there's nothing we can do in your case today. Your attorney's working on it.
Yes, sir, thank you.
Thank you. State versus Matthew Cottle, 16-75, possession of methamphetamine, oxycodone, and drug paraphernalia. Good morning. Let's see, he's already entered a plea of not guilty. He's appearing for attorney status. Has he submitted an application? Matthew Cottle, you did? Okay.
Put all our history in.
It looks like it's being given to me now. Let me take a look at it.
No, she's not.
Okay, Mr. Cottle, I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you. And we've issued a scheduling order. It looks like your next appearance is on Friday, May 20th at 9:30. Is there anything else we need to do?
Your Honor, I'm going to provide Mr. Hancock with a copy of our file.
Okay? Thank you, sir. State versus Gary Dotson, simultaneous possession of drugs and firearms, possession of methamphetamine, criminal mischief, fleeing on foot, 16-83. Good morning. Looks like he entered a plea before, or he did not enter a plea before Judge Webb. So, have you got a lawyer, sir?
Sir, I spoke briefly yesterday to the Public Defender's Office Secretary, I believe, Ms. Russo, Secretary.
Yes.
She had told me that, or she had notified me that there was might be a Bunch representative. Not sure at this time. If I could, I would very much like to ask for Mr. Hancock to represent me if at all possible. But if not, I mean, I've made an appointment to retain counsel with the Public Defender's Office. I filled out a form and all of that. And like I said, spoke to the Secretary yesterday, so I don't know anything further than that.
Are you under a sentence to the Department of Correction?
I'm doing a 9-month parole violation currently right now, yes, sir.
Okay, so you were transported up here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, fill out an application to the Public Defender's Office, but I suspect you're going to qualify, so at least for the purposes of the arraignment, we'll have a Public Defender's Office represent you.
Your Honor, with all due respect, I've already filled out an application.
Oh, okay, all right, well, I haven't seen it, but I'll take a look at it then. And we'll enter a plea of not guilty in your case, okay?
Okay, yes, sir.
All right, well, thanks.
And I'll be back in court on this?
Yes, sir, I can tell you when you're scheduled to be back. May 20th. That's a Friday at 9:30 a.m.
Judge.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Hold on a minute. Here's your application. I'll take a look at it.
Judge, I represent Amy Dotson, who's a co-defendant in this case, so I won't be able to
Oh,
represent her.
Mr. Hancock can't represent you because he's representing a co-defendant.
Okay.
So, but they're all good lawyers, so you're okay.
Okay, that's fine.
I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you.
Yes, sir, thank you, sir.
Thanks a lot.
Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
Here's another satisfied client from Dental Creations of Harrison.
My husband and I both went through this together. We both had teeth that was causing health problems. Doctor wanted to come and talk to us about what we wanted, what our options were. We've gotten our final dentures. They feel as natural as our other teeth ever did. The best part is being able to smile again and not thinking, okay, I've got to hide this side of my face because that tooth's missing.
Dental Creations on the square in Harrison, next to the Big Red Boot.
Introducing two new families of ATVs from Yamaha, the all-new Grizzly and Kodiak 700. The new Grizzly offers increased power and performance to deliver more exploration and more adventure. The new Kodiak 700 features legendary Yamaha reliability for more productivity and more value. The all-new Grizzly and Kodiak 700 ATVs, all with more than ever before.
There are many ways to prepare for retirement, and how you plan for your retirement years takes solid planning. Community First Bank is here to help. With IRAs, CDs, money market accounts, and many other investment options, Community First Bank could hold the key to unlocking your financial future. Stop by and visit with one of our retirement specialists at one of our convenient locations, and let us help you decide which option is best for you. Community First Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Yes, State versus Donald Fate, sexual assault in the first two counts, 16-19. And we've had a motion to suppress file and the briefs. And should we do that today or schedule a date to hear it?
Your Honor, Mr. Cook was gracious enough to propose an extension of time to give the state more time to respond and be prepared for a hearing on these motions that he has filed.
Okay.
And I'm going to take him up on his offer.
Very well. Let's see. He's already scheduled to be here on May 20th, but are you available on May 6th? Which would be better for you, the 20th or the 6th? The 20th is actually supposedly a plea deadline, but that doesn't really matter. We can move it around.
I believe that let me go right here, Judge. Yes.
Yes, the 6th.
6th or...
Judge, I think I would prefer the 20th.
20th.
Okay, very well.
That's okay with Mr. Cook.
That'd be fine.
That's on the schedule already, so May 20th. We say 9:30, but we may not get to it till later. You want to set it at 1? Would that be better for all concerned?
Yes, sir.
1 o'clock, May 20th. Suppression hearing.
And, Your Honor, depending on what the state does, we may have to amend our motions, but we'll try to get that done as quickly as we can so we can try to keep this moving along.
No problem.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Indeed.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nice to meet you, sir. Barry Jarrett, 15-223, 15-236, burglary, breaking or entering, and other crimes.
Your Honor, the state had originally filed a motion for the taking of samples from Mr. Jarrett. I understand he's opposing the court entering an order for those samples to be taken. I did follow that up with an amended petition with attachments go along with it, and did submit proposed orders, served Public Defender's Office with a copy of the amended petition.
Okay.
And I'm not sure what the defense position is on the amended petitions at this time.
Do you see a reason not to issue the order?
But, Judge, I see that the amended motion basically is kind of generic as to the specifics of what's to be tested and why it's to be tested. If there was some articulation of exactly what it is,
I think, go ahead.
That they're wanting to...
I think they want a saliva sample, aren't you?
Yes, Your Honor, and it's to compare to some blood evidence that was found on some of the items that were submitted, particularly some glass, and this is going to be in 2015-223. This was the burglary of a business here in town, and we need a DNA sample to compare to the blood, determine whether or not it's Mr. Jarrett's. In 2015-236, there were some items of clothing found at the scene that I think they found some trace DNA on, and also some blood. And they're wanting as well a sample from Mr. Jarrett to compare to those items. Obviously, he was developed as the prime suspect and is charged with those offenses.
What the state seeks is just almost non-invasive. I think it's reasonable, and the original affidavit provides enough that I'm going to order it. Unless you want to make some more argument, go ahead if you desire.
Judge, I think the rule is what it is. However, Mr. Jarrett has indicated that when he was originally arrested on this, that the folks from the PD already took a sample from him.
I understood from when we were here before that the reason they need an additional sample because what?
Well, when you're dealing with a DNA sample that is obtained on an arrest for a felony charge, is the way they explained it to me, is sometimes you run into some chain of custody issues with that sample. It's not treated the same as a sample that's taken from oral swabs and submitted to the crime lab. It's done for a different reason. And when you're dealing with DNA samples that were obtained post-conviction from previous felony conviction, it creates a presumption, but they still need a new sample for a confirmatory test. So we're dealing with presumptions versus confirming that it is who we believe it is.
I understood last time that the DNA sample that costs $250 is a screening device, and they won't. And I know you don't want to waive any chain of custody issues, so I guess I'm going to order the sample.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I've got it. I think did I see a proposed order?
Yes, Your Honor. I should have submitted the originals to you. I have copies, and the order provides that they'll be taken at the Harrison Police Department.
Very well.
Sheriff's Department or Police Department, which one, Your Honor?
He said Harrison
Police Department. They're the agency that worked both cases, so we want them to take the samples.
That's my understanding. We're supposed to go to trial on the 11th, so I guess that's off or...
May have to be.
Yeah. It'll take some time to get the samples to the crime lab and have testing.
Just stay in contact with your lawyer in their office. They'll tell you what to do.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Crystal clear mountain streams, river rapids, and rolling hills with endless valleys. The beauty of the Ozarks we often take for granted. At Magnus Toyota, we never underestimate the value of our customers. As a third-generation family-owned business, Magnus Toyota has been operating here in the Ozarks for over 50 years. When we make a new deal, we make a new friend. Stop in and visit us today and see why our customers say we're the best. Magnus Toyota, your hometown Toyota dealer on Highway 65 North in Harrison.
You know, we should always remember to have a working smoke detector where we sleep. Let's go, let's go. Okay, we're all safe, we're all safe. In an emergency, you need a meeting place outside the whole family can meet, so you know everyone is safe.
Here's another satisfied client from Dental Creations of Harrison.
My husband and I both went through this together. We both had teeth that was causing health problems. Doctor wanted to come and talk to us about what we wanted, what our options were. We've gotten our final dentures. They feel as natural as our other teeth ever did. The best part is being able to smile again and not thinking, okay, I've got to hide this side of my face because that tooth's missing.
Dental Creations on the square in Harrison, next to the Big Red Boot.
State versus Eric Hacker, failure to register, 15-251. What, sir?
Lawyer.
Your lawyer, okay. So who represents you?
Yeah, Mr. Hancock.
Oh, okay. Well, he'll be back in here in a minute. Here he comes.
Judge, can we recall this case?
Sir.
Thank you.
State versus Rhonda Turner, 15-253. Possession of controlled substances, DWI. No insurance, prohibited driving.
Judge, this is a case I think we're going to resolve today. However, there was Ms. Turner has provided for part of the resolution a prescription that we need to amend may need to amend it.
Okay.
So we can call
your
that.
case. Thank you. State versus Dustin Steiner, aggravated assault, terroristic threatening, carrying a weapon.
Judge, at this time, we would ask the court to order a evaluation for fitness to proceed.
Okay.
I think we filed a motion to that effect, and we'll provide an order to the court.
Very well. Be an order to the court.
Okay, thank you, John.
State versus George Wheeler, 16-11, possession of marijuana with purpose to deliver. No seatbelt.
Was that Mr. Wheeler's case?
George Richard Wheeler, yes.
I was provided discovery this morning, Your Honor.
Okay.
It's a little premature for any pretrial, but in reviewing the discovery, I have previously, because Mr. Carter signed off on the probable cause affidavit, I provided him with a proposed order for the return of some property of Mr. Wheeler's that was seized. I got no response to that, but that's probably because it's Mr. Bradford's case. The items that were seized, I have listed. I don't believe they have any evidentiary value in this case. They're basically medications and medical supplies that Mr. Wheeler needs, and they've been held for a long time. We really would like to get those back. It's a drug case, Your Honor. I don't see what his hearing aid really has to do with the drug case.
I mean, I'm looking at the list, and the only one that caused me to pause a little bit was the pain pills.
We could be a little quieter. I can't hear what's going on.
And
if you want to cross that off the list.
Let me check on that.
All right.
And if that's all it is, we can return that.
Your Honor, he lives in Little Rock, so if he could get his property while he's up here, it would save him a trip.
Yeah, stay with us. Maybe at break they can check on that, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
And I tell you what, if you need any kind of a suppression hearing, it's not on the scheduling order, but we do it on May 6th if you need it.
All right. This is a companion case. I believe Mr. Carter actually has the other one.
He does.
Yes, and just briefly, Your Honor, the fact scenario is my client is a passenger in a vehicle owned by the other defendant. almost all of the controlled substances found in the trunk. So if I had to guess, I'd say the state probably wants to deal with the other case before they deal with this one, but it's not for me to say. So I don't know how much on the front burner we need to keep this case.
I'll discuss that with Mr. Carter and
Yes,
find out.
thank you.
All right.
Thank
Stay
you.
with
Thank you, Your Honor. If you'll stay with us till the break, I'm going to visit.
The best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
Introducing 2 new families of ATVs from Yamaha. The all-new Grizzly and Kodiak 700. The new Grizzly offers increased power and performance to deliver more exploration and more adventure. The new Kodiak 700 features legendary Yamaha reliability for more productivity and more value. The all-new Grizzly and Kodiak 700 ATVs, all with more than ever before.
There are many ways to prepare for retirement, and how you plan for your retirement years takes solid planning. Community First Bank is here to help. With IRAs, CDs, money market accounts, and many other investment options, Community First Bank could hold the key to unlocking your financial future. Stop by and visit with one of our retirement specialists at one of our convenient locations, and let us help you decide which option is best for you. Community First Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Crystal clear mountain streams, river rapids, and rolling hills with endless valleys. The beauty of the Ozarks we often take for granted. At Magnus Toyota, we never underestimate the value of our customers. As a third-generation family-owned business, Magnus Toyota has been operating here in the Ozarks for over 50 years. When we make a new deal, we make a new friend. Stop in and visit us today and see why our customers say we're the best. Magnus Toyota, your hometown Toyota dealer on Highway 65 North in Harrison.
Angela Lonig, forgery, unauthorized use of another person's property to facilitate a crime and trespass.
Judge, there's no pretrial issues. There was an offer conveyed earlier this week, and we'll just stay on the scheduling order.
So be it. Stay in contact with your lawyer.
Thank you.
Thank you.
State versus Stephen Bell, possession of methamphetamine, paraphernalia, marijuana, 16-31.
Judge, if we can recall this after the break.
We'll do it. Stay with us. Russell Burdine, 1671, forgery, theft, drug charges. Oh, let's see. Was he arraigned before Judge Webb? Yes. Entered a plea of not guilty, just appearing to get on our scheduling order, and we've issued one. So your next appearance is May 20th at 9:30. It'll be on Friday, if need be, for a pretrial.
Your Honor, I'm providing Mr. Hancock with a copy of our file. The only thing we're waiting on is a crime lab report.
There should be a video also. Got it right here.
Anything further?
No, sir.
Free to go, sir.
Okay.
State versus Kelly McDonald, 16-79, possession of controlled substances, paraphernalia, driving on suspended license, no proof of insurance. Morning. So it looks like you also entered a plea of not guilty before Judge Webb.
Yes, sir.
And he set you to appear today. We've issued a scheduling order. Your Next appearance is on May 20th at 9:30. Anything further?
No, Your Honor. No, Your Honor.
Free to go, ma'am. State versus Amy Dotson, simultaneous possession of drugs and firearms, methamphetamine. Okay, this is another case, Judge Webb. You entered a plea of not guilty before the other judge.
Yes, sir.
He ordered you to appear today. Your next appearance also is on May 20th at 9:30.
Okay.
Nothing else to be done. You're free to go.
Thank you, sir.
State versus Andrew Raines, 15153, possession of methamphetamine, marijuana, no license plate, refusal to submit. Hello. Let's see. You heard from him?
We have. Well, we've heard from his brother. We believe he's in the Western Grove area. If we could get a little bit
Western Grove, okay. Let's see. Find something. May 20th. We'll continue on your motion to May 20th.
Thank you,
That's
sir.
accepted.
All right. Thank you.
State versus David Golden, breaking or entering theft, 15-97. So who represents you, sir?
I believe Mr. Hancock does, Your Honor.
Mr. Hancock, okay. I guess we'll wait just a minute. We called David Golden's case.
Judge, if we could call him after the break, I hope
Okay.
we're going to resolve.
Stay with us. We'll call your case later. State versus Misty Hendrickson, 15143, theft by receiving paraphernalia, methamphetamine, unlawful receipt or possession of an explosive material.
Your Honor, the state had made an offer in the case. Mr. Hancock has made a counteroffer, and it's one that I would want to discuss with law enforcement before agreeing or not agreeing with it. So if we could reset this appearance, I'll get with law enforcement to see if this is something we would be willing to do or not.
Okay, you want to come back on May 6th, ma'am, at 9:30.
Thank you.
State versus Stephen Simmons, battery in the first, battery in the second, preventing the use of a minor, 15177.
Judge, Mr. Simmons is in the same position as Ms. Clayton. He's a co-defendant, and he is at the ADC. We didn't have him transported because we're still missing the discovery, including the medical records.
Charles trying to complete medical record discovery, Your Honor.
Very well. State versus Justin Hurd, also known as Justin Millette.
Judge, we've already
That's
taken
right,
care of this.
Mr. Hurd. Antonio Osler, 15209, possession of marijuana with purpose to deliver, paraphernalia, driving on a suspended license, careless driving.
Your Honor, continuance order on Saturday, and it's not mentioned.
Okay.
This next date is July 1st.
July 1st.
I would like to address
Hold
the
on,
court.
Mr. Osler. Judge, the basis for that was that after talking to Mr. Bradford earlier this week, there was in fact some additional discovery, including some videos from Harrison Police Department officers. I believe there were 3 of them. And Mr. Bradford did give an explanation as to why the video that Mr. Osler has asked the court to compel was partially missing. Apparently the video was recorded on a SIM card, and the SIM card was full, and therefore it didn't capture all of the video or all of what occurred, and I'll let Mr. Bradford add to that if he needs to.
Your Honor, in the process of meeting with that officer and discussing his potential testimony at trial, he did inform me that he remembered some officers with the Harrison Police Department that had arrived to assist him in that stop. Could not remember all of their names. I did contact the Harrison Police Department, requested a copy of their radio log for that time period, and it did reflect 3 officers from their department that came to assist on the stop. once I had their names, I made contact with them and the Harrison Police Department, and they believed that there may have been some video from those officers, either from their dash cameras or from their body cameras, and they did provide me with those video. I then made copies and provided those to Mr. Hancock. Of course, in the process of discovering this, there's paperwork that goes with it, and so I provided all of that that I have at this point. From what I can tell at this point, I believe discovery is now complete as far as evidence that would be presented in the case in chief by the state at trial of this case. Now, I am still looking into some potential evidence that might be used for sentencing. And as soon as I obtain that, I will provide Mr. Hancock with a copy.
Okay. Judge, I'll make those additional discovery available to Mr. Osler, and if Mr. Osler wants to address the court, that's my advice is not to, but if he wants to, that's his prerogative.
Yes, I would like to address the court. The Sixth Amendment right to counsel is the right to effective assistance of counsel, and the benchmark for any claim of ineffectiveness must be whether counsel's conduct so undermines the proper functioning of the adversarial process that the trial or a trial in this process cannot be relied on as having produced a just result. I would like to provide the court with a copy of my transcripts, court transcripts, for their review. May I? And I would like to go over this briefly. From the proceedings on November 13, 2015, on page...
Before you go any further, what is your point?
My point is the prosecution has repeatedly over 8 months' time span been dishonest about discovery while I was requesting discovery, while I did not have any representation with me in court. Your Honor...
Well, let me ask you, is discovery complete now?
How would I know? He's been dishonest at least 4 times in court. How would I know if discovery is complete?
Let's proceed by a motion if necessary. If there's been something regarding discovery that is improper and there's been a prejudice by it, we need to hear it at a hearing with people being under oath.
Well, according to Rule 2.6, don't I have a right to be heard?
You have a right to be heard, but I'm giving you a right. If you want to file a motion, you can have a hearing.
I can't be heard right now?
No, sir. If you'll file a proper motion, you're your attorney, I'll be happy to give you a hearing.
Yes, Your Honor, and Mr. Osler will have an opportunity to be heard at his trial because there will be no plea offer in this case.
Very well.
Judge, and Mr. Osler is wanting to represent himself. He certainly has that right to do that. I don't...
Your Honor...
I don't agree with him that Mr. Bradford's being dishonest. Mr. Bradford, I asked him about these additional things, and he checked into it, and he got those videos and documents. And I told Mr. Osler I'd make those things available to him as well. So if he has some problem with counsel or if he wants to represent himself, again, that's his prerogative to do that.
No, my problem was my first time speaking with my attorney was April 5th at 11:30 in the morning, and this case has been going on in your courtroom since October 21st of 2015. I have had Mr. Bunch standing beside me at every one of my proceedings, and Your Honor, you have led me to believe, and the prosecution has led me to believe, that Mr. Bunch was my attorney.
No, sir.
Yes,
no,
sir.
Sir,
it's in my transcripts.
Do not speak. The public defender's office is representing you. Now, the same attorney doesn't have to appear each time. They are very capable attorneys.
Oh.
You'll not convince me without a lot of work that they're not good lawyers.
I didn't.
So if you need to just do what they say. If you want to represent yourself, you may. If you understand what you're giving up, I'll be happy to let you. But you need to file motions, and we have hearings under oath. I'm not going to sit here and argue with you.
I'm not trying to argue, Your Honor. I just want competent representation.
Well, you got it.
Who is it? I don't even know whom I...
Well, this gentleman right here.
Well, can I at least meet him? Because I haven't never met him.
Well, I'll introduce you. It's Dan Hancock. He's one of the better lawyers we've had up here in a while. So suggest you schedule a meeting with him and be there.
Yes, sir. I've tried to schedule. I have recordings of I tried to schedule over 6 months time period. 4 times I've called the public defender's office to try and speak with my attorney.
I tell you, if you go to that gentleman right there, he'll tell you who to contact to get a meeting with
So
Mr.
I need to
Hancock.
speak with Mr. Bunch again.
You're trying to be smart alecky with me, and I don't have the time for it. Go over there and talk to him.
You know, we should always remember to have a working smoke detector where we sleep. Let's go, let's go. Okay, we're all safe, we're all safe. In an emergency, you need a meeting place outside the whole family can meet, so you know everyone is safe.
Crystal clear mountain streams, river rapids, and rolling hills with endless valleys. The beauty of the Ozarks we often take for granted. At Magnus Toyota, we never underestimate the value of our customers. As a third-generation family-owned business, Magnus Toyota has been operating here in the Ozarks for over 50 years. When we make a new deal, we make a new friend. Stop in and visit us today and see why our customers say we're the best. Magnus Toyota, your hometown Toyota dealer on Highway 65 North in Harrison.
There are many ways to prepare for retirement, and how you plan for your retirement years takes solid planning. Community First Bank is here to help. With IRAs, CDs, money market accounts, and many other investment options, Community First Bank could hold the key to unlocking your financial future. Stop by and visit with one of our retirement specialists at one of our convenient locations, and let us help you decide which option is best for you. Community First Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
State versus Kristen Jones, 16-89, forgery in the second, criminal attempt to commit theft of property. Morning.
Morning.
Let's see. Do you have a lawyer, ma'am?
Not yet. I've been working on retaining one.
Okay, you're going to try to hire a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you understand the charges against you?
Yes.
And at this time, ma'am, are you entering a plea of not guilty to these charges?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll enter the plea of not guilty. And you come back on May 6th at 9:30 a.m. for attorney status.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. State versus Johnny Callan, 16-90, failure to register. Morning. Let's see. You haven't been arraigned yet, have you? Doesn't look like. Is this your first appearance in court? Okay. Have you got a lawyer?
No, sir.
Are you going to make application to public defender?
I'm going to find one.
You're going to hire a lawyer?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes, sir.
Are you entering a plea of not guilty to these charges?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll enter that plea of not guilty. Now, your case is before another judge, Judge Webb, and he'll be here a week from today. At what time does he start?
8:30.
8:30. So you appear at 8:30 on April 15th for attorney status. State versus Sable Amaya, 13102, use of the communication device, illegal use. 1471, it's a drug case. 1615, a drug case.
Judge, there's been an offer of to plea in the drug court, and
okay.
We've asked for her to be set on that April the 29th to do that.
All right. April 29th, I guess at 8:30.
Yes. I would go ahead and order that she appear at 8:30, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, that'll be the order in all three cases, and hope that will work out for you.
Judge,
yeah.
She's asked me to ask the court if the court will consider absolving of her of the obligation to wear electronic monitoring.
Has she got any other type of bond up?
if you will give me one, I can make one, but I just can't afford.
Okay.
I'm behind on my payments with the ACL monitor.
Okay. I'm going to set, you can be relieved of that. I'm going to set your bond at $2,500. And don't run off or get in any trouble, because you're just about to get in a better place, and if you get in trouble, it will send you into a bad place. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Samuel Lambert, 15-41, criminal attempt to commit capital murder, carrying a weapon, tampering with physical evidence, other charges.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Mr. Lambert's still in the Arkansas Department of Corrections.
Okay.
Your Honor, recalling the court's attention, there was a co-defendant that had a trial. We're still waiting on the trial transcripts for that, and it's my understanding that the state is going to be amending the charges once we receive those transcripts.
Okay.
I believe that's in addition to also finishing up the defendant's, the transcripts of his interviews.
That's correct,
I don't
Your
believe
Honor.
we have all of those at this time either.
I've agreed with the state that both of us would like we're going to submit a joint motion for continuance because we feel that those trial transcripts are going to be necessary.
Okay. Wait, since you're doing it in open court here, we'll just say you don't have to submit a written motion. We'll just say on joint motion of the state and defense, it'll be continued with excluded time. Is that agreeable?
That is agreeable, Your Honor.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. 15-149, Sarah Parker, simultaneous possession of drugs and firearms, methamphetamine with purpose to deliver. Okay, you entered a plea before Judge Webb, right?
Yes, sir.
And he set you down to appear to get on our scheduling order. We have issued a scheduling order, and your next appearance. Well, this is for a pretrial, I guess. Oh, I see what the deal was. There was a problem with bond. Okay. Do you know if there are any pretrial issues we need to take up?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Your next appearance is May 20th at 9:30. Okay.
Okay. May I? I was actually retaining outside counsel, but he was out of state. That's why he couldn't be here, and he wanted me to advise the court that he will be putting in his, I'm not sure what it's called, on Monday. So.
Very good.
Can I have the name of the attorney?
Robert Teague.
Teague.
Okay. Free to go.
Was there another date that I'm supposed to be back? I'm sorry.
Did I say May 20th?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
May 20th.
Thank you.
9:30.
Thank you.
Caleb Real, 2016-21, on residential burglary. Good morning. Did you appear before Judge Webb?
Yes, I did.
And you entered a plea of not guilty?
Yes, I did, sir.
Okay, if we haven't already, we'll be issuing a scheduling order in your case. So if you just stay in contact with your attorney, was public defender appointed?
Yes.
Okay, if you just stay in contact with them, they'll tell you when your next appearance is, sir.
All right.
Okay?
All right.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir.
State versus Joseph Hicks out of Newton County, 16-24. Hello. Let's see. You got a lawyer, sir?
No, not yet. I got papers for.
Okay. All right. Do you understand the charges against you?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you entering a plea of not guilty?
Not guilty.
Okay. Very well. We'll enter that plea of not guilty. Your case is before Judge Webb. He'll be here next Friday at 8:30. So come back for attorney status and bring your filled out papers. Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
State versus Kenneth Laxon, 16-25. It's also a drug case out of Newton County. Okay, have you got a lawyer, sir?
I've got a public defender paper filled out, but
application?
I'm going to turn it in. I left it at home. I picked it up earlier, but
all right.
I didn't know if I need it today.
Are you working?
No.
Haven't got a job right now? Okay. You understand the allegations against you?
Yes, sir.
Are you entering a plea of not guilty?
Yes, sir.
Those allegations? Very well. I'm going to set you to reappear. Let's see when I'm in Newton County next. May 4th.
May 4th.
At 10 o'clock in Jasper. Courthouse in Jasper.
I think I have a another case that I'm the plaintiff in on May 4th.
Okay. I hadn't seen the schedule yet, but that.
Well, I think it's over at the other.
Oh,
yeah.
So you tell me you cannot be in. Jasper.
I can't be in this court and that court at the same time.
Okay.
Or on the same day, I guess.
All right. Well, you reappear in this court in this building on May 6th.
I can do that, sir.
At 9:30 a.m. for attorney status.
Okay.
We'll enter a plea of not guilty in your case.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you. State versus Stacy Sexton, 16-27, a drug case out of Newton County. Morning. Have you got a lawyer, ma'am?
I believe I've got 2 court dates on this. One would be a DUI with the state, which might be in Jasper.
Okay.
And the other one, the felony charges, I believe I spoke with Mr. Ragland. And
okay.
I haven't decided yet.
All right. Do you understand the chart? She filled out a form? Okay.
I was going to try to get the public defender for the DUI. Maybe
Okay.
I'm going to speak with Mr. Ragland and Mr. Bunch and see what.
All right. Well, I tell you what. By this form, I'm going to find you eligible, but you can hire a lawyer if you want to.
That you'll plead not guilty.
Okay.
Waive reading.
We'll enter a plea of not guilty. Now, I try to hear Newton County cases in Newton County. So you reappear in Newton County on May 4th, okay? At 10 o'clock in Jasper.
Okay.
All right? All right. And you can I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you, but if you want to hire a lawyer, you certainly can.
May 4th at 10 o'clock.
Jasper. Okay. You free to go. State versus Lori Knight, 16-88, theft by receiving is the charge.
You have 2 cases? Approach that. Does you have 2 cases on there?
Well, let me look. Yes, I do. She always, not always, she also has 16-92, which is a residential burglary and theft allegation. Ma'am, I appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you, and 16-88, theft by receiving, and 16-92, are you entering pleas of, which is residential burglary and theft, are you entering pleas of not guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Both cases. Waive reading.
We'll enter those pleas of not guilty. Now, your cases are before Judge Webb, another judge.
Okay.
So he'll be here a week from today, next Friday at 8:30 in the morning. So you reappear before him, and they'll schedule your cases for appearances and trial.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
State versus Robert Black, 16-91, possession of controlled substances. Robert Black. Morning.
Morning.
Are you Robert Black?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a lawyer, sir?
No, sir.
Are you going to hire a lawyer or make application to the public defender's office?
I put an application in when I was in Boone County. I just
Okay.
had
Okay, they haven't received. What do you do for a living?
just like a handyman.
Okay.
Mostly mechanics.
Mechanics. Okay. Well, for purposes of arraignment, I'll have the public defender stand in with you. He's charged with possession of methamphetamine or cocaine with purpose to deliver. Must be methamphetamine and drug paraphernalia. Does he enter a plea of not guilty to these
Yes, sir.
charges? Okay, I'm going to enter that plea of not guilty, and if you'll check with them and make sure they've got your application or receive it in the near future, and then you reappear here on May 6th at 9:30 a.m. for attorney status.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Did you have a misdemeanor warrant or something? Out of Carroll County.
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
In Court on TKO8 Television is brought to you by Campbell Bonding Company. Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
Well, I had some problems getting stuff done. Finally ended up at Dental Creations and was very pleased with the way everything worked out. And the lab technicians, I mean, they came out and wanted to make sure everything was looking good, and everything turned out great. If I'd have known back then what I know now, I would have went to Dental Creations first.
Dental Creations on the Square in Harrison, 870-204-6974.
There are many ways to prepare for retirement, and how you plan for your retirement years takes solid planning. Community First Bank is here to help. With IRAs, CDs, money market accounts, and many other investment options, Community First Bank could hold the key to unlocking your financial future. Stop by and visit with one of our retirement specialists at one of our convenient locations, and let us help you decide which option is best for you. Community First Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
You know, we should always remember to have a working smoke detector where we sleep. Let's go, let's go. Okay, we're all safe, we're all safe. In an emergency, you need a meeting place outside the whole family can meet, so that you know everyone is safe.
Crystal clear mountain streams, river rapids, and rolling hills with endless valleys. The beauty of the Ozarks we often take for granted. At Magnus Toyota, we never underestimate the value of our customers. As a third-generation family-owned business, Magnus Toyota has been operating here in the Ozarks for over 50 years. When we make a new deal, we make a new friend. Stop in and visit us today and see why our customers say we're the best. Magnus Toyota, your hometown Toyota dealer on Highway 65 North in Harrison.
Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
KTKO Channel 8 Harrison. Local television worth watching.